Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again with another Into the Emerald Dream card review, and we are beginning again this week, starting with Hunter, and a legendary that can summon, potentially, infinite, kind of, Huffers. It's pretty crazy. Looks like a really good card. Some other stuff here, and as always, if you want to win these cards, we have a giveaway going on for 2 regular pre-orders, 2 mega bundles out of my pocket to enter the giveaway. Like and comment in the video, link down description below, the one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribe to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed, I will add another mega bundle. So hit that sub button, make me go baroque. And we're going to start off with a pretty adorable looking spell, kind of. A 2-mana nature spell. How many nature spells have Hunter had? I feel like not a lot, but it is a druid expansion. The Amphibian's Spirit. So this is a 2-mana spell where you give a minion +2/+2 and Death Rattle, a friendly minion +2/+2, and this Death Rattle. So as long as you got a minion on the board, whenever you give this Death Rattle to, this spell to, it'll keep transferring, similar to that 3-mana mech, but that would have to hit another mech. This could just hit anything. So the +2/+2 for 2 is not amazing, but if you have a pretty like resilient board, you got a lot of tokens, this can be super annoying and frustrating. But typically these type of effects haven't seen a ton of play just because you usually get wiped, right? You get board cleared, you can isolate that Death Rattle. It'll be an interesting one because this is like the most resilient of these type of cards we've seen, period. It's only 2 mana and there's some implications with the legendary we're going to take a look at. I'm not sold, but it might be that card that breaks the trend that, yeah, this is actually cheap enough, annoying enough that my board can keep getting these buffs over and over, that it's good. I'm going to go with a 2 out of 5. But I wouldn't be surprised if this is that card to break that trend. And in Wild, we have like the token Beast Hunter in particular, starving buzzard like token strategy. That might have a strat there too, but typically everything is too slow in Wild, even a 2-mana buff spell that requires the board. I'll give it a 2 there as well, but look out for this card. It actually could be pretty darn good. And another good spell we have here, another nature spell for Hunter, the Spirit Bond. It is 3 mana and you deal 3 damage to a minion, so you can't smork with it. However, if that kills it, you summon a 3/2 with Rush. And there used to be, I think, Flanking Strike back in my day. 4 mana, deal 3 to a minion, you get a 3/3. I don't believe it had Rush, it was just a 3/3. That was a good card back in my day when I didn't have the gray hair and I was probably madder at Hearthstone, honestly. Regardless, this is not bad, right? It can kill you off your own minion if you really want. Death Rattle or something. Get a 3/2 Wolf with Rush. That's pretty nice. And for 3 mana, relatively cheap, good tempo card. It can't go face. That's the main downside. But when Exarch Niall is around or your imbue hero power, you might not really care about that as much. So we'll see, but I think it's a solid card. Feels, you know, for 3 mana, that's a lot of stuff, right? Deal 3, get a 3/2, can deal another 3. That seems pretty good to fight for board, and you get a beast on board too. If like it doesn't die, you just get that beast. So overall, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 in standard. I think this could be a pretty solid card to help hunters fight for board, gain some board presence. Really not bad at all. And in Wild, I'll give it a 2 because it's Wild. You gotta go face. You really gotta go face. But I don't know, maybe like the 40 card Reno Hunters, which are competitive right now, maybe they play that to help fight for board. I still feel like you got better stuff to do, or you want, you know, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it goes to that game plan enough. I'll give it a 2 for a while, but I do think it is a pretty solid card. Next, we have a pretty weird weapon here. This is the Shepherd's Crook. So it's a 3 mana 3/2 weapon. So 3 mana War Axe compared to, wait, War Axe was 3 for quite a long time. It's 2 now. So we get 3 mana War Axe, which is not quite, we're in a weird time, okay? However, after your hero attacks, summon a 3/3 sheep that's dormant for 2 turns. And we have the token art there, pretty adorable. It's like textless, it's just a dormant minion, but this is a 3 mana, deal 9, summon 9/9 in stats eventually, right? Over, I guess, what, 2, 3, 4 turns. You gotta wait for all that to get online. That board presence will be pretty good later, especially if you know that buff spell we looked at, you hit it on some of that stuff, it can be all right. This can obviously push face damage, can trade with minions, so that's pretty decent. It's just really slow to get going, right? The 3/3s take a while, and again, they don't have Rush unless you, I think, is Bunny Stomper still gonna be in standard, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's not exactly a great strat to begin with. I don't know, it feels a bit too slow for today's game, especially if Discover Hunter can do insane stuff, but this could be just something to help you fight for board, and you're playing like your imbue deck and you want to specifically target beasts in your hand. This weapon lets you fight for board without actually having, you know, minions in your hand. That can be all right. I'll probably give it a 2 out of 5, that it's a bit too slow, but again, I would not be shocked at all if this could be a competitive card in standard. And in wild, I'll give it a 1, where it's astronomically too slow. Can never happen in that format. And then lastly, we have the legendary card that looks really good to me. Violet Teacher is absolutely crying in a corner because we have the Brawl Bear Mantle, a 5 mana 3/5 legendary minion here, but the text is super strong, like super strong. After you cast a spell, summon a random random animal companion. So yeah, you got like 2 coins in hand. Let's say I just got a coin and like some spells. I could summon 3 Huffers or 3 4/4s or 3 2/4. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of stats for each spell. And I think Bananas and Barrel of Monkeys is rotating. I think those are Festival Legends. So those would have been really good with that in standard, so probably why it didn't come out till now. But still, you got some cheap spells, you got a coin saved up. That is a lot of animal companions. A ton of board presence could be a ton of damage. Like if I get 2 animal companions out of this, I'm pretty happy. And you could easily set up more than that. And obviously this is an auto kill card, but you might get random taunts and stuff as well to protect yourself. So this could be a giant tempo swing. It could also just be lethal, right? You just kill your opponent, possibly. This seems like a super good legendary. It's not 4 mana like Violet Teacher was, but Violet Teacher just gave you 1/1 tokens way back in the day. This is an insanely good card in my opinion. I think this will see plenty of play with whatever cheap spells you got, whether it's like the Kazakh mixologist potions, whatever there is. It just seems so good to me. I'm not going to give it a 5, but I kind of want to. I think it's that strong. Maybe I'm overrating it. I will give this a 4 out of 5 in standard. I think it's really good. Hunter players, we should absolutely love this card. And in wild, we'll give it it's too slow in wild. Give it a 2, but there's so many more ways of like generating spells and doing stuff with this, but in wild, 5 mana is actually way too slow to set up a comp. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, I'll give it 2 in wild, but I think this is legit. Like, I don't know, maybe this is a 5-star card. Like, it just seems really good to me. Like, that's so much stat. Like a coin just giving you a 4/4 and then a 4/2 with charge. Like, that seems pretty good, right? That seems absolutely really darn good. So let me know what you guys think of this card in the comments. You know what? I've talked myself into it. 5 stars. We're gonna bump this up to a 5. My second 5 stars of this expansion, and I will be horribly wrong, but I just think it's good. And maybe it's because it's got a bear. It's got bear in the name, so I just want to give it a 5 because bears beats Battlestar Galactica. All right, 5 stars in standard. We'll leave it at that. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.